is my name. Bimbula Community Cooperative Credit Union is my institution's name. I am the manager. 9 years of working. I am innovative, a community developer, because I work with the women and the youth. So I like to develop the women in their business. And what I like most is honest, and dislike is to be dishonest as a person. Thank you.
I want to put it inside. I'm not sure somebody will not look as outside.
So that is myself.
And your experience, I didn't hear your experience. Your experience. Ayala, you took it off.
It's Reverend Moses Molina Baka. And I'm coming from...
Just interruption. Where are their studies?
Yes.
So it's not...
Sorry, sir.
I said my full name is Reverend Moses Molina Baka. I'm coming from Saboba District Cooperative Credit Union. And I happen to be the chairperson of the credit union. I've been working for the credit union for the past 9 years. Supervision is one of the skills that I have. And I also love doing counseling, especially of the members of the credit union. I like to solve problems of women. In fact, I am a gender activist. When our facilitator asked us about why women were not part of us, I was actually dumbfounded because the tradition has not permitted women to come, forthright to ensure that they are also participating in leadership. We are working at that very seriously. What I don't like to self-praise yourself when you've been able to do something small. I don't like it.
The lizard style.
Yes. and very quickly you like to condemn other people just because you think you are better. I hate that. And with my experience, I've realized that when I'm moving around town, people call me the women's husband. Because I'm very much passionate about the issues of women. And we are engaged very strongly in microfinance, with about 90 or 95% of all the beneficiaries being women.
Great one day.
My name is Abdullah Haruna from Cherokee Community Cooperative Credit Union. I'm the manager. I am just about 11 months old. My experience is that when you invest into children, it's very good because they are the leaders of tomorrow. What I like is working with people with high discipline, and what I dislike is people with indiscipline.
Great one day. Great one.
Experience is when members comes to my institution, and they don't see me, they don't look comfortable. Just because of where I picked the institution from up to date.
My name is Martin Justice. Bedman Rural Bank. I'm the operations manager. 4 years at the bank. And then my skills and talent is liquidity management. I like trust and honesty. And then the dislike is dishonesty and then proudness. Then the experience is to build the capacity of individual to know how to manage their liquidity.
Okay, so what have you experienced? That's a skill. Building people to manage their liquidity. What have you experienced from it? Based on your skills, based on your capacity, you experience a certain justice. Okay. Yeah.
So my name is Saran Lukman Damba. I work with Bimbila Cooperative Credit Union as a board secretary, vice secretary. I've been in the credit union for the past 7 years, even though I recently took up the position as the vice secretary of the board. In the 7 years I've been with the credit union, my experience is that when you are working with rural people, they know more than you think they know.
Great.
If you treat them as rural people, and for that matter, they know nothing, you are making a big mistake. They know more than you think. And for that matter, you must treat them with care and respect. My skills are centered on my zeal to be innovative and creative. And so over the years, I have developed myself to be innovative and creative. My likes is resilience and endurance, because nobody will get anything on a silver platter. Anything good will not come on a silver platter. You must be resilient and endure the failures that you will get for the period that you are leading the initiative. If you lose guard a bit, if you give up, you will never get to where you want to be. That's why the wise people say that winners don't quit. Don't quit. Just keep on struggling. You'll get there. What I don't like is when people try to outsmart other people. That I don't like at all. Because they entrust they entrust you with everything they have. And when you try to outsmart them, you disappoint them, you betray their confidence and their trust. And that is not healthy for society. Because today, it's because of you they will trust someone tomorrow. But when you outsmart them, tomorrow, they will not trust someone again. Even if it has to do with their lives, they won't. Thank you very much.
Great one.
My name is Naina Danzuma Francis. I work with Sabuba District Cooperative Credit Union. I've been working with them for the past 7 years. My skills, my position is the manager. And the skills that I've been what I've observed as a skill is that I've been able to manage groups very well. Whenever it is about group issues, I will be able to handle them to their liking. And they themselves say, oh, we are doing very well as a group. And what I actually like is sharing ideas. When I don't know anything, I don't hesitate to ask. And I'm always willing to also tell somebody whatever that they may want to know. And what I don't like is disappointment. When we agree on something and you will not draw my attention that for a time schedule of this may not be possible, and you wait, and I go to wait until you do not come, I'll be very, very furious. So disappointment in regard to time and in regard to anything that we plan with, I don't joke with it, and I doesn't also disappoint too. And my experience working with our rural people is that most people, especially when it comes to loans, they would like to shield one another, even when they know that the person that is trying to get a loan doesn't have a good record. And when they put a pressure on them, when you put a pressure and say, are you sure that this information that you want to provide is right? It is there that you get to know that
people who are trying to shield, even when they themselves know that there is something that is wrong. So thank you. That is what I do.
Great one. Community members will shield others. You know why? They are not in the position of getting individuals rich. The community wants everybody in the community to be rich. Even though the person might have challenges, it is their hope that when you give the loan, so you realize that when they shield the people and you go, they will knock his head. They will knock the guy's head in front of you. So you should take note of that. It's a critical point. That giving loans in the community is not as greedy as you and I. They are not interested in individual loans. And that is why you realize that every time Bakari is smiling and laughing, Bakari, if I'm lying, say something.
Go ahead.
The community might know that we are not a perfect institution. I might not be good at paying loans, but if you give the group and you go away, we'll be knocking your head. You two don't do this and spoil our group. You two don't do this and spoil our name. You see, if we're not there, they won't give you this loan. So they will facilitate that. So take a look at it and take note of that. That when you do group loans, level of default is lower than when you do individual loans. Thank you. Great one there.
My name is Engadgement. I'm from Salaga Community Cooperative Credit Union. I'm the manager. I've been with the credit union 2 years. I'm 2 years now. I'm skilled at communication. I like this because communication is key when it comes to dealing with people. Because everyone has got different emotions. And the way we react to people with regards to the way we talk to them is very important. And so I always make sure when I'm interacting with people, I know where to touch and where not to touch, so that we can all be at par and at the end we have a successful communication. I like openness. When dealing with people, there should be that kind of openness. There shouldn't be anything hidden, so that tomorrow you will not be able to respond to it. Everything has to be open. I open up to you, you open up to me, then everything goes successful. What I dislike is disloyalty. Yes, if I'm loyal to you, then in turn you are not loyal. I wouldn't like it. So I see that as my dislike. My experience is that when you choose to take up a challenge, you must have the spirit of endurance. In life, we choose to do certain things. In choosing to do them, sometimes we know that this is a difficult task for me. And knowing it is a difficult task, you must be ready to endure whatever that comes along as you try to pursue that agenda. And so that has been my experience, because where I am now, I know before I took up the mantle, I know I have a lot of work on me, and have also prepared myself to endure whatever challenges that will come in line.
Willing and ready to accept the challenges. That is why when Gabi or Chirdaku misbehaves, they say the president is a misbehavior. Because he doesn't have a name in this country. That is why when Fifi Kote and Co were misbehaving, Rollins called Mahama and said, cut those sharp teeth. Cut those baby sharp teeth. When you take up a responsibility, be willing to take up the challenges that come with it. Great one there.
Things that I know of. That is why I was smiling. Because quite some 2 weeks ago, we had to go to a community to check out why the group could not pay off their loan within the scheduled period. And it was like they were not willing to come out very clearly and expose those who were misbehaving in the group. And through our investigation, then we were able to find out those who were misbehaving in the groups. So that's why I was smiling.
Yes.
Some kind of solidarity.
Great one. Cooperative credit union needs to work on. If you don't work on it, you see, the people that are misbehaving also, if they also don't join the group and say they don't need a loan, the community may not be able to come up as a group and get the loans. So please take note.
Yes, Napoleon Bonaparte. I'm representing.
He's supposed to do as
I'm representing Kwanda Community Cooperative Credit. I'm currently the secretary to the supervisory committee. I also worked previously as the secretary of the board, and I have 6 years of experience with the union. Okay. I said I'm currently the secretary for the supervisory committee.
Yes, go to the wisdom.
I also worked as the secretary of the board before. I have 6 years of experience with the union. I also happen to be working with quite a number of NGOs as part of my official duties outside the union. And for me, it's been one of the experiences that is helping me to support the union, especially with women empowerment regarding the microfinance loans that is given to the women. My experience is that if women are empowered, we are able to reduce poverty in our communities. What I like most is prudent financial management, and so I've always queried certain decisions, and I've raised red flags with regarding to certain financial decisions in the union. What I don't like is obviously dishonesty. I always want to start off with honesty, every relationship with honesty. And so as we proceed, if I realize dishonesty on the part of a partner, it really puts me off. Thank you very much.
Great.
From Jaksally Community Cooperative Credit Union, the manager. I've been there for 4 years. What I like is making understanding easy, like make things easy for people to understand. That's what I like, and that's my skill rather. That's my skill, making understanding easy. And then what I like is give people reasonable opportunity and listen to them. That's what I like. And what I don't like is suspicion. Like not if people around me, they're not interested in the facts, but drawing conclusions. I dislike that. My experience is that in terms of people taking, you don't need to remind them, you don't need to tell them that come and take. But in terms of them bringing it back, you will always have to remind them to bring it back.
Get one there. You need to put a staff on that loan. If the staff doesn't make sure the people make money and pay back the loan, it doesn't get paid. You give the loans to the groups and you are sitting with your tie in the office, waiting for them to come and pay. That's our banking system in this country. That's why they will give loans to teachers, nurses, because they don't want to work. But cooperative credit union, you cannot go to a community in Saboba or a community in where you are coming from and give a group a facility and not be concerned how the group will make money out of that facility and pay you back. So tie your remunerations of your staff, including the manager, to a number of credit facilities that is given out and retrieved. And in 6 months, you might call me and give me a reward. Money is a reward, it is not earned.
I am called Henry and Trumba the missing. I am working with Ghana Cooperative Credit Unions Association in South Kua, and I'm the regional manager in the northern chapter of Kua. I have worked with Ghana Cooperative Credit Union Association, Kua Limited, for the past 12 years. And my 13th year. My skills, capabilities, and others. I have training skills, development skills, and auditing skills. During the 12 years in Kua, my experience has been that people I've worked with, they are resistant to change. People hate change. But when you persist and do it pragmatic, they get to understand you, they embrace it. I like traveling because of the work I do. It has developed me to like traveling. And I like writing because you don't develop people without reading their books, and it has also made me to like writing. I do not like or I hate meetings. And I'm not a lazy person, therefore I don't like lazy people. Thank you.
Great. Okay. So let's shine. Look, mom, put the marker down and shine. Let's shine.
My gate is hot.
Is it hot? Give it to us.